Minister, my question is very direct. Could you clarify the number of persons who have arrived in Ireland to date under the Afghan Admissions Programme and your plans to ensure that all promised 500 places will be filled, given that as late as the 22nd of November, not a single approval had been given? I've slightly changed since then, but from the 22nd of November, no decisions had issued, notwithstanding that the programme is in existence almost a year on the 16th of December.
And I thank the Deputy for raising the question, and I understand that this is a difficult situation for our Afghan community and their loved ones, and I would like to take this opportunity to assure them that we are processing applications under the Afghan Admissions Programme as quickly as possible. It should be noted that the Afghan Admission Programme is not the only avenue for Afghan nationals to come to Ireland. Since the beginning of August 2021 to 28th of November 2022, a total of 142 joint family visas have been approved for Afghan nationals, and 104 family reunification applications have also been approved. A significant number of Afghan people have also been allocated places under the Irish Refugee Protection Programme, IRPP, which is under the remit of the Department of Children, Equality, Disability, Integration and Youth. My department provides the visas to facilitate their travel to Ireland, and almost 600 visa waiver letters have been issued to date. The Afghan Admissions Programme is an additional avenue open to the relatively small number of Afghan nationals living here to bring close family members here to live with them. The Department has received 528 applications to the Afghan Admission Programme here, and I am happy to say that approvals have started to issue. As of Friday the 25th of November, the Department has issued approvals for 22 people under the programme. No refusal letters have been issued to date. To ensure as many people as possible can avail of this important programme, my department has been liaising with representatives of the Afghan community and with applicants directly to ensure we have everything we need to process their applications. Where applicants are missing important information such as proof of identity and familial relationships, my department is contacting the people directly to try to gather the required documents. The process of contacting proposers is underway, with over 95% of sponsors contacted to date. The requested information has begun to be received, and I would also like to assure the Afghan community that the applications continue to be assessed in a pragmatic and humanitarian manner, with a view to issuing more decisions very soon.
But I have the background, and I'm specifically asking about this one because this was in addition to the other existing schemes, with very low uptake on the other existing schemes. And this was brought in specially after the Taliban takeover in August 21. Now, I have 40 seconds, and I'm not going into what's happened in Afghanistan by the Taliban in relation to women and children, in relation to no education, in relation to violence, in relation to killings. So this was a specific response by this country to say we will take in up to 500. We haven't taken in a single person. We now, between the 22nd of November and the 25th, we finally approved 22 applications. Have any of them arrived in Ireland? Am I wrong to say not a single person or family have arrived in Ireland under this scheme that's a year old on the 16th of December, despite our commitment to doing something in relation to what happened in Afghanistan?
Thank you, Gerald. By my maths, 846 Afghans have been approved through the other schemes, and as I say, where they can be used, they are being used to help Afghans. In relation to this particular scheme, there has been over, I think, 528 applications under the scheme. 22 applications have been approved. There has been a challenge in terms of the information being provided within those various applications, which has proven to be challenging. But our department is actively working with the Afghan community with each and every one of those applications where there's missing important documentation to try to get that relevant information so those applications can be processed as quickly as possible. But as I say, it's not the only method by way that Afghans can come to Ireland. 846 have come through the other processes, and we are working through these as quickly as possible. But we do need the relevant documentation to be able to do the relevant checks for this programme.
Let's look at this now, the 846 that they have been approved. You have no information on whether they have actually come to Ireland. There are 846 applications that have been approved under the other schemes. Obviously, we thought that another scheme was absolutely necessary in response to what happened in August 2021. Our horror at what's happening in the streets and the cities and towns of Afghanistan, and the actual going backwards for women and children. So we bring in a new scheme. A year later, we have nobody here, Minister. We have nobody brought in under that scheme, absolutely nobody. Suddenly, within 3 days, we have progress and there are 22 approvals, but still nothing on the ground. Now, really, we have stood here and welcomed what you've done in relation to refugees from the Ukraine, but we cannot distinguish the way we are doing it. Indeed, today I see a report from the Ombudsman in relation to the distinction in the way we're treating children from different countries. This is one opportunity to show that we are making it work. Now, can you please explain why there has been such a delay?
Thank you, Cahirlock. In relation to the applications, there has been a challenge in terms of the information that has been provided. We do have to examine information that's provided. That is part of any process in terms of issuing visas or any types of programme for admissions within the country. We don't actually bring any people to the country under the scheme. We simply issue the permissions for people to come here. And as I say, the department is not simply standing back. It is proactively working with the Afghan community, with each and every one of those applications, to see how we can get the necessary information. But the state does have a process it has to go through before it can issue permissions for people to come into the country. And the integrity of those systems do have to be maintained. Thank you, Gerald.